Okay, welcome to the Fraser Valley in British Columbia in Canada. This is a map that I've been working on for a long time, and it is pretty much done. I have got an alpha version out there being tested at the moment, and I've actually got it quite a way further along than I was hoping even for alpha, but there are still a few things to do, like for example the border. You can see there that mountain off in the distance doesn't have any trees on it, and a few of the buildings still have grass on the inside and things like that. So in this video I'm going to give you guys a very quick tour of what's going on the map and what I'm trying to achieve with it, and then end up with a mod that I just had released on the modhub, which I'm pretty excited about. So this will hopefully just be a 5 or 10 minute video of, to get you excited about this map. As you can see here, you can probably guess there's some sell points and some productions, and that's at the moment the starting point. It's a fancy restaurant. This is the town, like in real life. This map is based on a real life dam and a real life place, but the town of Agassiz, which is just over in that direction. I'm still working on the border decoration there, so don't judge me too much on that, but this part of the world doesn't really look like this. I've added the sell points and added to it considerably. It's more of a residential area in real life, but this will be the town area. It's not super big, but it has everything you need in it. There's an interesting that's clay for a cement factory, which we'll get to in a moment. Things that are different about this map: it's a 4x map, so it'll only be on PC. There are 20 farms on the map, and that's because in real life there are at least that many. There's probably 30 or maybe even more farms, so I've made 20 of them playable, and there are several that are sort of smaller versions of what's there in real life to use as contractor starts. So that's in addition to the 20 farms. Yeah, I've tried to make literally every corner of the map playable in some sort of gameplay sense. We're flying over in this direction to the mighty Fraser River, which is flows from the east over in that direction, down in this direction towards Vancouver. Just over behind one of those small mountains in the distance there is Chilliwack, which is Chilliwack BC, which is the map by Chumpy Farmer. So we're literally just up the river from his map. 20 farms. The other thing about 20 farms is that it'll be great for multiplayer. You'll be able to get a bunch of people in here, and there'll be a lot of options. I'm pretty sure no one will be fighting over farms. There'll be plenty of options for everyone. And they're already pre-built and fully functional, as in fully functioning, as in they've got diesel tanks and workshops and commodity silos, silage bunkers and what have you. There are a couple of different, actually, all the farms are a little bit different in that, for example, this one's got lots of silage bunkers, because in real life the farm that's here has got like 8 silage bunkers, whereas this one's only got the one. You'll notice some of the other cow farms also have fermenting silos from the I don't remember the exact name, the American fermenting silos pack. There are 2 grape fields or grapevines on the map, this one here and one just over the dike over there. There's a winery over there as well. Here's another farm with custom chicken pens and a drive-in underground manure pit, which that pig pen feeds. We've got a train running through the map, which is the main train that runs east-west across Canada. It won't have a train sell point. Well, there is a sell point at rail yards, but it won't be the type that you can get in the train and drive it around. This is another cattle farm. It goes across the canal here, which the farm in real life does. Most of the farms, all of the farms, have custom animal pens as well, at least one. Over in this end is a very large chicken facility, chicken farm. This one's got the mod that has the chicken manure in it as well. This is an example of the things that I'm still working on. I think this transition zone between the edge of the map and the actual map is still a little bit rough, so that's one of the things that will be fixed before the beta version. More tours of another cattle farm. You can sort of get the theme now. They're very, very playable, but they're not big and spacious by any means, because in real life land is very, very expensive in this part of the world, like ludicrously expensive. So yeah, farmers need to make the most of every inch that they have. The other reason why having 20 farms on a map is going to be potentially interesting is this is a sell point that you can definitely remove it if you don't like it here, if you actually want to play this farm. But if you don't want to play this farm, you can having a sell point here will mean that you will be able to visit it fairly often, especially with contracts. All of these farm sell points have all of the usual animal feed type things for sale in them. So in theory, if you were to say play on that cow farm over there, you'd be delivering animal food to your neighbors as often as you liked, doing contracts or with your leftover stuff. So and that's true for all of the farms on the map. So having lots of different farms will hopefully you'll get around and see all of them. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to try to make this really quick video just to get you excited. This is another farm. We got a production, which I've got another video there. I think I haven't looked at my videos for a while, but this is a nursery production that grows hedges, western hemlock hedges, just like they do in real life, right there. This is the biggest farm on the map. It has 400 pigs in those in that pig pen. The liquid manure from the pigs feeds into that liquid manure pit there, and that automatically feeds into the BGA, which is the guts of that BGA was nicely provided by Disturbed Simulations. We'll probably do a bit more work on it though as well. This one's got a big grazing pen around here. All the grazing pens are set up for maize plus animal grazing, summer grazing, as you can see there by the foliage being a bit weird. Okay, quick video. Lots of decoration houses. We'll see more of those in a minute. There's another just smaller pig farm over here with again the drive-in manure pit. And where am I going to go now? Let's go over here. This is the sawmill, obviously. BC is very, very famous for its logging. It's major export, I'm pretty sure. So there's some very good forestry. I'm not going to show you the forestry too much because it's up in a forest, but you'll notice here that wherever there's forest, it's very, very bumpy. So these are bumps that I've found a kind of sneaky way of adding to the terrain all over the map, and it basically just means that you can't really drive your trucks through the forest. You're going to need a decent forwarder or some winches or whatever, but this terrain here is kind of flat. You can imagine that even where it's very steep up in the actual mountains, it's very bumpy as well. So anyway, that's forestry. Oh, the other thing about forestry is we've been kindly used these trees from the I can't pronounce the name of the map, the Cavern map, from the Scandinavian map. That's really gorgeous, and their trees are as a prefab, so I've included some of their trees in this map as well. Not all of them, and there are normal in-game trees as well. Lots of detail. That's a nice speedway, and this is a cement factory where you dig up limestone and stones and turn them into a bunch of gravel and sand and then create cement. The guys from the Vidhostis map, the Czech modding team, Vidhostis modding team, have kindly let me use the hops mod. So we've got some built-in hops vines here. You can build your own hops vines wherever you want as well. I would suggest up in the mountains, because that's where, or up in the foothills, because that's where they're usually growing. But these factories, these productions, you can't sell or remove. That was by request of the modders. But there are a couple of different hops options. Even though you can't add or remove the hops productions, there are several options for you. This is a nice big red barn pack farm, red barn pack farm, and it's because in real life there's a red barn on this farm. It also has 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 animal pens. The ones around the front are a combination of horse and sheep, I think, and these ones are cattle. Here is another one of the bigger farms. This is a Lancey Boy shed, a cattle barn. This one has the robot attached. The layout of this farm is quite similar to the one here in real life. And this is the third sort of, there's a bit of a row of cattle farms along this road, or dairy farms along this road. This one's got Chumpy Farmers cattle barn in it, which Chumpy Farmers Chilliwack, BC, like I just mentioned, is just off in that direction. So it's actually kind of cool in real life. If you go onto Google Maps and step onto this road here, there's a very similar cattle barn down the end of this road where it sort of disappears behind the tree like that. So there's also this, there's a barrier gate just like this. So I spent a lot of time on the detail, but I hope that the map is still very, very playable. It's not just all about the detail. And we'll do one other feature. We've got a horse farm over here, lots of detail there. One other, actually we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that at the end. We're back at the town now. That's just a fake horse farm that could probably be turned into a real one if necessary. And this is a sheep farm with Lancey Boys sheep barns in it. And again, on Google Maps, there's quite a nice image of those gates being open, those big doors being open, and you can see the sheep through them. It looks not unlike that. Okay, we'll zip over to the shop because I've got something prepared there. The shop is sort of a sprawling complex. It starts over here and all dressed up in the Clever Motors branding, but over here it's got some Lely branding on it as well, because in real life there's a Lely robotics factory here. I don't know if Lely would normally brand up a you know, a machinery store. I don't know if they do you know, dealership type things, but whatever, we're all set up. I'm just going to go and set one thing up for you now to show you, and we'll see you in a moment. Okay, you might have guessed, if you've been paying attention, that I've just had my first mod released in the modhub, and it's a simple sell point, but it means that you can place down a little sell point in the backyards of the decoration houses around your map, but you're going to have issues with this land is not owned by you. So on other maps, I'm sure you can just, you know, buy all the common land or something like that. But on this map, you've also got the option to go into the real estate menu, and you'll notice farmland 254 here is sort of spread out all over the map. And all those little blue patches are backyards that you can now, once you purchase farmland 254 for around about $1,000, now we own this land. Well, we own the backyard. We own the right to mow their lawns, and we'll be able to put down a sell point now we can mow their lawn, and when we pick up their grass, however you want to do that, like I said, we can mow their lawns. And the sell point that I've created just reduces the price of grass a little bit to bring it more in line with what you'd get paid to mow a lawn, as opposed to, you know, cultivating grass to sell it to cows. So I'm just going to do a few laps here, and I've got the bigger the 4,000 litre Cheaty grass catcher on, so we'll go and see how much money that makes. It won't take too long. Okay, that took even quicker than I thought it was. So we got 4,000 litres in this, and wait, 3,500 litres in this. There are 3 different sell points, well actually 6 different sell points, but only 3 different types. The blue sell point is gets you 50% of the grass price on the map, the green one 75%, and the grey one 25%. So it just depends on what you want to use for that. The other difference is that there's the small sell point that it consists of just the tarpaulin, and also there's a larger one that has the wood pile attached to it. They're both exactly the same mod. The only difference is the wood pile is visible and this second trigger is visible, but you can actually sell wood on this one. I believe it's in this corner. Yeah, you can see up in the top left there that you can sell wood. So that's my map, and that's my new mod, and yeah, I hope this video has made sense to someone. I'm thinking of doing a little let's play on this map while we do the alpha testing. If you're interested in doing that, I'd suggest you definitely give this video a like, and yeah, I'll get onto that. Thanks for watching, happy farming, like and subscribe and all that stuff.